Hey, so where are we? We are going to be test driving this beauty. I am at Norman Ring Illustre. I'm just gonna take this Ducati Scrambler cafe racer out for a ride. I got this for the better half of the morning or for the day. So let's see where we get ourselves into. Odometer is at 2,877. It's 9:36 in the morning. It's a bright sunny morning. So we're all set. Side mirrors are good. This got ABS, as I see here. Not good. Very touchy clutch. And we're off. There you go, at neutral. So sitting here, engine idling, really badass, man. Just looks really nice. The power of this one, wow, it's just so powerful. One touch and you're off the line. Brakes are very catchy. There it is. I find the neutral. There's a sweet spot in the clutch that is for your neutral. Handlebars, they're kind of wide. I mean, not kinda, they are wide. For clip-on handlebars, they are wide. Wow, this 800cc is just cracking. Just getting the hang of it, especially with the clutch. It's very touchy, but there's a sweet spot in there. About 1/3 release from coming from depression when you clutch it, and releasing it around the 1/3 1/3 area, that's where the sweet spot of the clutch is, and you take off really smooth. The technique that I'm gonna be using, I'm gonna be clinching it with my thigh so that I just be relaxed on my upper shoulders or my upper extremities, my shoulders and my arms. It would be relaxed, because if you're gonna put the weight into your arms, and that's gonna be tiring. It's very easy for you to get up to speed with this motorcycle. I mean, it's effortless. No effort at all. Just twist the throttle, put the gear right, you're taking off. I mean, this is such a nice motorcycle. So this is not yet even traffic. Let's just try it in the open road when I go up to the highway. There goes neutral. No problem with how it goes into gear. It's such a smooth transmission. Although it's jerky because I'm not yet used to how the throttle handles. It's so light. There he is. See, I'm at 85, very fast. $97, not yet hitting 100. We're not cleared for it. But it gets up to speed really quick. I mean, I need to be up on my game with this one. It is a really rather quick motorcycle. So I'm getting the hang. See, I'm just in second gear and it's already at 70. We're at kmh, kilometers per hour. I'm way above the speed limit of Davao City already, so let's just take it easy when we're inside Davao City and have everything warm up. This is one of the tests for the traffic going out of the city. So I plan to go out, let's just try the wider handlebars and how it would fare. So far I was having a hard time going out in the Norman Ring car park. The lack of a gear switch indicator, it's kind of disconcerting. Although I'm used to it, I don't have a gear shift indicator in most of my motorcycles anyway. When you're just running through this at 40 or 30 to 40 kilometers per hour, it would be best to be stuck in second gear. You don't need to go first because first is just too low of a gear. Third and fourth would be second gear would be best. So I'm just hovering in the second gear. Heating is not yet that pronounced. There's no, a little bit, but it's not heating that is giving you a whole lot of big problem. It's just a heating that is acceptable. There you go. Perfect. Side mirrors are adjusted now to, you know, I already know where, what angle my body leans in and what seating position that I'm using. And the side mirrors are already adjusted to it. There's a little bit of heating coming in from here because, as you can see, that's where the manifold is coming from, the other V of the twin. Mostly here in the crotch area. With the Tormignoni pipe, just really sounds good. 9:53, almost 10 a.m. Yeah, the heat is without this heat shield, it's gonna be so bad. So I'm just glad that there's a heat shield there, because the heat coming off from here now is little bit disconcerting. I need to be getting some gas. That's how it looks, folks. Wow, the heating in this part is getting to a point that it is really hot. But no pain, no gain, I guess. So off to where we should be. My plan is to go north as far as I can in a specific time. I would say we're just about leaving, you know, when I turn right here up ahead, that's gonna be the highway going north. So I'd say that would be 10 a.m. My turnaround time would be, I'd say, 11:30 a.m. So that would be 1.5 hours worth of riding. And then at that 1.5 hour time, I am gonna need to find a place to, you know, have lunch, and then turn back, go on, head back home. It has a squiggly handling, the handling that it gives when you are at slow speed, let's say less than 10 kilometers per hour. It's a very squiggly bike. You know, the handling on the handlebars, it's very unsure. But once you get up to speed just over 10 kilometers per hour, it's just straight on. So this is the road that goes north, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I would go 1.5 hours straight just to see if I can go that long. And hopefully this is not a traffic laden road. Open up that throttle. Lord, keep us safe. We're in the open road. Let's go. Gobs and gobs of torque. The side mirrors, bar-end side mirrors, I like it. It really works. I mean, I can see what's behind me in the blind side. So it's not yet a clear road, although it's already a highway. There's construction going on, so there is some things like this. Morning.
Dito ba, sir?
Plito ni.
Kapla mo, sir, ah.
Sige, sige, go.
Sir, salamat.
Thank you. Broke it at 100. I'm not even halfway yet. 104, 108, 112, 114. So when you're a little bit up in the highway and you want to get aggressive, there's a bump in the back that will catch your butt, I mean your lumbar area. And in this position, when your butt is far back, you cannot feel the heat coming from the exhaust. And this, I think, would be its optimum position when you are up and about in the highway getting up to speed. If you can hear that mumbling behind me in the Terminioni pipes, wow, it's like so far just riding this motorcycle, initial impressions, because that's what it is. This motorcycle, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Long term, when I'm gonna be up and around 2-hour mark riding it, or 3-hour mark riding it, we would know if it's really a pain in the ass or a pain in the back. But for now, just all the initial impressions out, how it handles, how fast I was able to adapt to its handling and the throttle and the clutch timing. It's just a classic bike. I mean, it's not far from what the classic from the classic that I ride. But you can really feel that this one is modern. It's just, it has that feel. Everything is tight. I find myself hitting 100 with this thing really fast. I mean, not even trying. Third gear, you're up at 100. Let's pass this guy. See? Man, that's the only thing that you need to be wary of, the dirt in the road. But when you open the throttle on this thing, it just opens up. That's a very dangerous ditch here. There's a small, like a foot wide gap here. See this one here. I need to be very careful with that one. Now at 103, 107, 113. That's your fifth gear and you're back out again. Opening the throttle on this one is just so fun. Little bit of vibration on the road, I mean on the handlebars, but I'm maintaining 115 km/h now. But it's so not really uncomfortable, it's still comfy at that speed. although not entirely a cruiser that can maintain that, the nice thing about a cafe racer is the burst of speed that you get. Like this, I can pass it, no problem, just weave through it, because you have got that quickness. My hands are a little bit tired, little bit numb, but it's mainly because of me. I am not used to riding long distances, so I guess a cafe racer would be best for me, because you know, from one cafe to the next it's not that far. So just get your I don't drink coffee that much, but I'd really like to drink water somewhere right about in 20 kilometers away from here. The vibration on the motorcycle is very acceptable. It's just me not being used to this position for a long period of time. Going up. I think that was my fastest, 124, going up on a straightaway. The wind is deafening. Wow. When I get up to speed around 120 or 115, this helmet, I need to have a better helmet for that. Buffeting winds here. We're a bit higher now. Maintaining speed at 114, still good. I think I maxed it out. I'm in 6th gear. Wow, I was just in 4th and 5th. I feel the headwind, and I'm trying to adjust my seating position so that I can be more streamlined. So let's go back to relaxed riding posture and just maintain speed around 90 to 100 kph. I think that's the most relaxed speed that I can get from this motorcycle. Riding it above 110, 115 to 120, I'm sure I can still go fast, but I really like to just cruise with this cafe racer. So I'm in the mid position. Mid being my butt being in the center part, not overly close to the tank and not really back in the back end of the motorcycle. And I have just this would be a very comfy position, except for passing. I can go crouch increase the speed. A little bit of bank here, but with dirt, so let's okay. There's too much dirt, as you can see the brown thing there. That would be so slippery. $118, $121. I find myself eating here somewhere. Kung saan yung lugar na ni? Maraan. Davao City? Davao City. So it's still part of Davao City. Small town, Marahan. Since the weather turned on me, I'm not going to be going into where I'm supposed to be, but instead go home. So going back, I rode for about an hour north. Next time I'm gonna be pushing further north, but I think I'm gonna be using another route because this route there's lots of construction going on, so not as good. But it's I like it. It's a cool place because we're high up in the hills. So going back home. Let's go. Gasoline, very important. I did not see any gas stations here, so I guess that would be their equivalent of a gas station. So those basic things, you know. Those basic things like that, braking with the dog thing, this bike can deliver, man. It's just nice that I get to ride up here. It would be nicer if I get a little more time on this one, because I'm not yet attuned to how it leans and how it goes in the twisties. I can't go as fast, but still that's a good thing, because you can enjoy those views. So we're heading back down to Davao City. And I'm just gonna do some specifics on what this the brakes on this are nice. I mean, the brakes on this, if you can just go back at that, with that dog crossing my path, that was foot brake and front brake, and it just stopped. I mean, I stopped right on time. The braking on this motorcycle is superb. Riding position, comfy. No, you're a bit leaned forward, but everything is just, the air is just catching you. I mean, that lean forward angle position is even not adequate when you are up to speed around 120 kilometers per hour. That speed, you need to be leaning a bit forward and aggressive, you know, tucking. Because at 120, if you're just in your regular cruising posture, it will be blowing you off. Really windy, and you can feel the sensation that it's pushing you. It's a tolerable heat. Like I said, when you need to do your butt movement, if you scoot backwards, then that's the time that you won't be feeling that heat from the pipes on your right thigh. The sound of the pipes, it's brap, brap, brap. Wow. Wow, I've been riding in this motorcycle for about, I started 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30 now, so I've been riding 3 hours straight. Fuel sign just popped up. That means I do need to put in some fuel. Well, a review of a motorcycle doesn't finish up unless we have the thumbs up of one certain man. You cannot go without that. Back to Doña Luisa. That is how this motorcycle looks. If I had money and I would really need to buy a Ducati, not including the Multistrada, I would most definitely go with this motorcycle. One of the best in terms of how it sounds. The Terminione exhaust is just Unbelievable. I really like it. Yo. So we are at the final stretch of this review, and I've started really early with this motorcycle. I drove around 3 hours straight, and I would say I put in around 250 kilometers. I'm not sure, I just need to review that when I started the odometer. What this motorcycle has is '75 horsepower, delivered at 8,250 RPM. It's just, well, 75 horsepower is not something you would be doing if you're a beginner motorcycle. It's just 800 cc's, but the power that this motorcycle has is unbelievable because it is light. You know, it has been designed to do that, to be a racer. So if ever your capability is matching that, you won't be disappointed with this motorcycle. Close to a sport bike. You can get out of those sticky situations fast, like nothing. But you need to be very patient with this motorcycle. The power that it has is just that. You need to be very careful on how you deliver the power, because if you're not used to it, this would be going out of hand just by its power, sheer power. To date, I would say this would be the most, at 75 horsepower and the power to weight ratio, I would say this is the most powerful motorcycle that I have handled. So done with the test ride of this beautiful motorbike. What can I say about this motorcycle? It's, of all the Scrambler line from Ducati, it will be a no-brainer to choose this motorbike, this variant motorcycle, the Cafe Racer. Iconic. I guess it's just your preference of a motorcycle. Me, I prefer a semi-forward hunch position, not too aggressive, and this is what this motorcycle is. The Scrambler type with the high-rise handlebar, I would prefer the clip-on Cafe Racer, which is this one. I have ridden this close to, I would say, 200 kilometers. And I was riding it for 3 hours through the uphill, twisty roads going to Mahara, I forgot. As what this motorcycle has given me in terms of performance, it is just top-notch. And motorcycles that I have ridden with the power to boot. 75 horsepower, delivering it at 8,250 RPM. That power is more than adequate to get you out of sticky situations. This motorcycle delivers and is worth every cc that is equivalent to the penny that you're gonna be spending for this one. Now, how much would this motorcycle be costing you? That would be 805,000 pesos of your money. This is an 800cc bike, so that roughly equates to 100,000 pesos per 100 cc's that you get of this motorcycle. But the power that you get from this compact V-twin 2 valves per cylinder power plant is more than enough. I mean, you're not gonna want more. the compactness, the lightness on how it flicks, on how it handles in the road is just bar none. One of the best motorbikes that I've ridden. And it's not because they let me ride the bike. No. This is just one of the best motorcycles I have ridden so far. 3 hours straight, I was riding it. And not one minute that's painful in my back part. It's just the right amount of lean forward. What I got from my hands, the vibration that I got from my hands, very, I would say it's just about the right amount of vibration. You cannot not have a vibration with this kind of motorcycle. But the vibration that I got is just enough that after 3 hours of riding, I was still good. Still good. I mean, it was numbing a bit, but you just need to flick it around so that it's gonna be back to okay mode. So all in all, this motorcycle, one of the best. So if you guys are planning to get a Ducati Scrambler, I highly suggest that you guys check out this Ducati Cafe Racer. So if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Click the like button if you do like the video. Click the bell icon if you haven't, so that you're gonna be notified of the future videos that I'm gonna be uploading in this channel. They still have a few tester bikes here, and I would surely be back for more of those. So once again, this has been Django Moto 911 signing off with this video. Hope you guys like it, and do catch you on the next one. Peace, brothers. Ciao.